Hello and welcome, ladies and jelly spoons, to the Game Dojo. I am triumphant host, the Game Ninja. Welcome to Gamer Nation. Welcome to my beloved Game Dojo. You already know where you are. You can see from the aesthetics. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring to you a very special PlayStation Nation hour. I wanted to cover this before because times have changed so much in the area of gaming. Sorry, my mouth is still swollen and my mouth is still kind of jacked up. So if I'm talking weirdly or out of the side of my mouth, please forgive me. I would say about 10 or 15 years ago, gaming changed forever. Not just from analog to digital or cartridge to disc or disc to digital, but how you game changed. It used to be once upon a time you could take your favorite game, you buy it, you go home, you put it in your console, and you just start gaming. You ready to go right then and there. Instant gaming gratification. Well, a lot has changed since those days. Way too much. Now, when you get a game, you take it out, you pop the disc in, it's got to download. After it downloads to the console, there's an update. After it updates, it has to do this, it has to do that. So you're not playing instantaneously no more. It's more like if you buy a game, you playing it the next day or later that evening or tomorrow or the following day when you have more time. So you have to really allow for your gameplays nowadays. Now, I'm an original gamer, OG, from back in the 70s. We had cartridges. I'm gonna grab one of these joints from out of here so you can see. This is a cartridge. You can see the chipset inside it and everything else. This is a cartridge. You take said cartridge, and I have the console right up there. You take said cartridge, you pop cartridge into the slot, power on, and you start playing. No downloads, no updates, no DLCs, no hidden packs, no microtransactions, no bullshit. You just play. Those was the good old days. And if there was anything added to this game, you had to unlock it. Now, we had things that we could cheat, like game genies and game sharks that you could put on and do codes and stuff, but it was already inside here to be unlocked. They did that at the factory. It was done. No updates, no patches. The shit was done. It was complete. We put it in there. We unlocked it. It was done. Nowadays, it's a whole different gaming genre. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Now, upon luck, somebody had a problem with a PlayStation 4. I was able to fix said PlayStation 4, so now I have a PlayStation 4. It's a PlayStation 4 Pro terabyte system, but I had no games for it. Thank you, lucky me, one of my beautiful Game Ninja Maniac fans, that's right, sent in a game to me. I sent out there and I told them, I don't have no games for this system. The first day I went out and I got Far Cry 6 for the PS4. Great game. I started playing it, fell in love with it. I've done like maybe 2 or 3 missions. Great game. We're going to play through this. I love the PS4. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the PS5, but to me, it just seemed like the PS4 had more games, and I don't know, I fell in love with it. And I picked up Madden. Now, you were just like, this is Madden 17. You was like, well, why those 2 games? Well, this one was $10. And this one was $6. Self-explanatory. And those 2 were my first PlayStation games, my PlayStation 4 games. Now I have a PS3, I have a PS2, I have a PS1, and I have a PS1 Mini. And those are my PS4 games. So I started getting into busting PS4 games, and my PlayStation Nation hour jumped up by doing PlayStation 4 gameplay as well. One of my beloved Game Ninja Maniac fans sent me in this, The Last of Us. Now, I've been busting this on PC, but there's a lot of shaders and loading times, and it just became too much of a hassle. So when they sent this to me, I fell in love because I was like, I'm gonna bust this all over again. You guys have seen chapter 1 and 2 on my Game Ninja YouTube channel, and I was like, yes, absolutely yes, I'm gonna bust this. I'm gonna go all the way through and bust this, because after watching the TV show, this game right here has been absolutely awesome to bust. And I'm gonna take a picture right there for a JPEG. Absolutely amazing. I loved it. I'm loving the playthrough. I'm loving a second chance to get through all of this. Now, there is another side to that coin, because I was like, The Last of Us Part 2. I hated the storyline. I hated Joel being killed. Spoiler alert, if you haven't played the game, if you haven't been around it, if you don't know, I've played it. I played it through. I was pissed off and angry, but I need the collection. So I was on the lookout for The Last of Us 2, and I found it on clearance. I found it on clearance for $4 ballies. $4. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we got the sequel. As much as I hated it, as much as I hated playing it, you can't have one without the other. So the Odyssey is now complete, ladies and gentlemen. We now have the complete story. And we are going to play through both of them for you. So you're going to get the playthrough from The Last of Us Remastered and The Last of Us Part 2. The painstaking, horrible, asinine story. And we'll probably get through this before season 2 comes out on HBO. But I just wanted to let you guys know what this special PlayStation Nation hour is going to be. Now, as enthusiastic as I am to jump in and play Part 2, I wish I could just take the disc out, pop it in, and we can play. But as I said before, we live in a different world. This is a totally different world than when I grew up playing games. And that's not how it goes now. So I am going to show you just a little bit of the experience of, let's just say, if you wanted to game. Now, I am not going to make you sit through the entire painstaking process, so it's going to be a little bit of jump cuts here and there, but I will give you the time frame of what it is. So, shall we jump into the experience of modern gaming nowadays? So I want you guys to sit back, relax with your favorite bag of snacks, and let's attempt to start off The Last of Us 2. Yeah? All right, I'm excited. You're excited? I'm excited. So we're gonna put The Last of Us Part 1 there. All right, and I'm gonna pull y'all closer so y'all can see that. I want y'all to be able to see everything that's going on in Whoville. So we're gonna take our beautiful Last of Us 2. See that? See The Last of Us 2? I'm gonna pop it open. Gotta love the smell of a new game. Now, even though you have the physical media, it's not physical because it has to install to the drive. I don't get it. I don't get it. And if it installs to the drive, then that means you shouldn't need the disc to play it. But the disc has a key on it, so you still need the disc in place to play it, even though it installs to the hard drive. I don't get it. So, we're going to take The Last of Us, and we're going to pop it right here in the side, because I'm sure with 2 discs I have to do some kind of fuckery. I have the sling ring and the Shang-Chi, so we're going to oh, there we go. Gonna pop it in there. We fed it into the disc, and now we're going to take our remote and turn to the right HDMI location. Now that we found the right HDMI port, because there's just so many back there, we're going to be using our Marvel Avengers Special Infinity controller to show you how we start the process off. If you couldn't see that, copying application, 24.32 gigabytes, 26 minutes left. You're not going to have to wait the 26 minutes. Unfortunately, I do, so that you don't have to. So you guys can come back in 26 minutes. But for me, it will be the arguing point. This is what I mean when I say you can't just put it in and play the game. I don't know what happened to those days, but this is the reason why I still have older consoles. You pop the cartridge in, you play. Hell, even PlayStation 1 back in the day, PlayStation 2, you pop in, you play. PlayStation 3, you pop in, you play. When it switched over to PS4, PS5, Xbox, anything after 360 on Xbox, and anything after PlayStation 4 and beyond, this became the norm. And it sucks. There's no immediate gaming. You have to pre-show before the pre-game. So you have to have a pre-game before the pre-show before you can game. So let's just say if you wanted to game before work and you got this game and you had, I don't know, a few hours before your shift started. And this is why people have multiple consoles and multiple ways of gaming, because it's not that efficient. Even PC gaming, you have to install the game. But I get that. You're installing the game and then it's there. It's there. I don't get, if you have the disc and you buy the physical game, why does it need to be installed on the hard drive? If you have the physical game, you purchase said physical game, why does it need to be installed? Anyway, we got 25 minutes to kill. I'll see you guys in 25 minutes. So now that we haven't finished with disk 1 installing, we have to install disk 2, the data disk. So we will we'll probably have to reinsert this disk back in after the data disk is installed. So we take this one out. We have disk number 2, which we will now pop in the system. I will say that's satisfying to let it just slide in there like that. Pause. The application supports 4K high dynamic range, but it will be displayed in 2K HDR because of your TV settings. If your TV supports 4K HDR, try changing your TV settings. Uh-oh, I think we may have something here. We have the wand at the ready. It is our Avengers PS4 wireless controller. Let's see what we got. We might be ready to go right now. Only took 45 minutes. It said 25, but it took 45. I'm glad you guys didn't have to wait, but let's do this. Finally. Hold on. Make sure. There we go. Let's turn the lights down and get ready for spawn. Okay. We're adjusting picture quality for ultra high def screen. Apparently I have to configure some settings on my computer for the 4K output because my TV is reading higher than some stupid shit. So, yeah, something else I have to go through. Like I said, when it comes to modern gaming, there's just so much you have to go through in order to get it. Got to have the right HDMI cords, got to have the right output. Everything's got to be the right thing in order for you to do what you need to do. So we'll pick this up in part 2 with The Last of Us Part 2. And hopefully we'll be able to play the game. This is modern gaming. And this is what I was talking about. What happened to the days of just plugging in and go? Plug and go. You plug, you go. You plug and go. What happened? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen.